Hi everybody, this is Christy. I am the Intimate Warrior. I thank you so much for stopping by, and as always, I send you love. I have been called to make this video, and it is in reference to the sacrum. I'm sure you are aware that the sacral area through the sacral pump is where vital energy comes from, our source energy. The Kundalini coils up within this sacral pump. And throughout the levels of our process, it of course is transformed into different aspects of self, higher levels of self. The sacral pump works from your root to the top of your crown, and it allows energy to continuously flow, awakening you. The sacral pump, when is fully functioning, is going to purge, purify, cleanse each chakra system, from the lower aspects to the highest aspects. And this being lower doesn't mean any less valuable. We have to begin with our root in order to rise above the higher levels of these chakras, and therefore rise into the higher levels of our spiritual awakening. But even still, what goes up will come down, and what falls down will always rise, changing elements. I am making this video not just because it's been on my mind. Spirit is guiding me, and I am actually still going through this process. It's coming to my awareness, which is why I have to make this video. The video and the guidance through Spirit is making that connection, and now I am going to clear this. Every time we can learn from our experience through what is actually taking place, or what we are going through, and what someone else can explain, give clarity to, we have the ability to clear negative energy and blockages and rise above our personal experience. I have been feeling tight within my lower spine, and I'm like, what is happening here? Why do my hips feel a little tight? And this is kind of coincided with my knee tenderness as well. Although I am still very flexible in my hips, okay, I feel a sense of tightness. I know that I'm doing something. Now here's what's going on, okay? I've mentioned what in June about receiving the connection with the Holy Father. Remember, we're going through levels of our awakening process. Every time we hit a level and it works through the chakra, we are upgrading that chakra, tapping into a higher level of that chakra. So when someone says, hey, we're working with the, let's just say sacral, so I'm talking about it, it doesn't mean that you're beginning a phase. It means you're upgrading. Just like the heart in the heart chakra will be upgraded several times throughout your ascension. One color will change to a different color, into a different color, depending on how high you go, or how much you choose to evolve and transform within your process. No matter where we are, the sacral is about healing wounds around the feminine energy. It's a very sexual energy, sexual fire. Our sexual energy, when used properly, of course, is what allows the sacred secretion to even begin to take place. We have been living through a lunar cycle for so long. The lunar cycle is associated with the feminine aspects. At the higher level, the Holy Mother. The mitochondria, in which I spoke about a couple of weeks ago or so, is in reference to the Holy Mother. And being that this is where I'm at, the unification of the Holy Father and the Holy Mother creates the solar seed, creates the golden embryo, where Christ consciousness can be birthed at, and therefore rise to the crown again, where awareness of itself can emerge. No matter where we are astrologically, through the energies, whatever it is, you have to go through that experience. But you also have to understand your experience. If you are unaware of what you're going through, more than likely you're still listening to the ego, your limitations, fear, whatever the reason may be. If you don't understand what you're going through, you have a lot more growth to go through before you can make that connection. And it's okay, that is a part of your process. It is a part of your process. It's taken me a few days, a week, whatever, however long it's been here for my back tightness to be understood. I had a pop Saturday in my spine. I knew something was clearing. I was getting closer to having resolutions, to having revelations, to having a solution now, to clearing a block. I have been dealing with emotions or thoughts stemming around unworthiness, jealousy, and sex. Okay, we'll just say sex in general. The sacral is healing and in accordance to the Divine Mother, the Holy Mother, because this is where we are. We are in the process of birthing Christ consciousness. Even if you are at the earlier stages, Christ consciousness is always going to be available to you. You are going to receive Christ consciousness at whatever level that you are at. A kindergarten or a kindergartner cannot have the same lessons in school as someone who is about to graduate from college. No way. You have to learn about your path. You have to go through those phases, the cycles, the levels, initiations, in order to graduate. And even when you graduate, time still passes, and we are still always upgrading through the knowledge in our experiences. The sacral pump is what is going to continuously feed. This is also where we know that the tree of life comes through our root all the way to the crown. So there's levels again. The Kundalini, the tree of life, the sacred secretion. Levels we have to add. When we are dealing with the sacral area here, we tend to go through a cycle of death because it deals with the moon, the lunar cycle, which is the feminine aspects of self. Healing wounds that stem from sexuality or mother figure or woman, wife, feminine. Whether you are male or female, your sacral is going to have to be healed regardless, because you have your mother within you. You have had previous lifetimes, quite possibly, being the opposite sex. You carry some sort of trauma within the sacral area, which is why you haven't performed your ascension process in previous lives, and you're here now and doing it now. Of course, Christ consciousness hasn't always been readily available to everyone in the collective, that is, because not everyone has been ready. The collective is ready for this. That's why the purification is taking place now through the age of Aquarius. So if you are feeling this, quite possibly a burning through your sacral, maybe you've been a little tight and rigid within this area. And it could also affect, your womb. If your ovaries are being affected, your bladder is being affected. If your menstrual cycles are off. And whether or not you are a male or a female, you can have symptoms associated with this area. Purification is taking place at the level of wherever you are at. Same energy. You take it in at the level that you are at. So, I wanted to make this video and make you understand, or help assist you in understanding, that in order for us to truly birth Christ consciousness in, we have to heal the lunar forces that are associated with what we have been believed in, associated with the dark mother, or the dark woman, or the dark forces pertaining to femininity. And this pertains to sexual misery. And we will go through this cycle many times. It's a part of the dark night of the soul. We are going to go through this many times. The first time could be very traumatic. The second time can still be pretty heavy. The next times, you grow so much that you don't stay so stuck within that dark area. The more that you grow and understand your cycles and what's taking place, the easier these lessons are. The easier it is to clear these blockages. So it is the Holy Mother principle of the cosmic trinity that holds the God seed. It downsteps into the sound vibration of protons that further open into 0 point through her tri-wave at the 13th pillar gateway, which is associated with the aquamarine ray. And when this connection is made with our holy God parent, we are blessed with this interaction made through the herogamic union in the sacred marriage. So I've already talked about that. And what really has to take place is that sacred sexual dance between the Holy Mother and the Holy Father. I've already witnessed that myself, so I know that I have gone through that process, but I still have to feel something. The body has to go through an experience, or you have to have an experience in your reality that it takes place because you have to witness something. You have to be a witness to your own reality. That's what it talks about in the Bible, about being a perfect witness. You witness your own death so that you can witness the divine birth. So take some time to really allow whatever is coming up through the healing of the sacrum, through the birthing of Christ, at whatever level that you are at. Allow yourself to feel whatever comes up. Allow yourself to be aware of those thoughts that are coming up out of the experiences, but also allow yourself the opportunity to choose love. By you knowing through your mind that the experience that's causing you inner discomfort, and you saying, "Oh, I see you." That is the light. Your love in your heart is the light that says, "I see you. I see this reflection here. I see this lunar reflection, this egoic reflection within myself. And I choose love. I choose to let this go. I choose to no longer allow this to be a part of my inner being, so that I can emerge as my true source." This is Christy. Much love, health, and healing your way. I am bringing purpose to your life. Take care.